The morning in Virgin River is quiet, almost too quiet. The river reflects the soft golden light of the rising sun, rippling gently as if whispering secrets only it knows. The streets, lined with familiar cottages and small shops, appear calm. Yet there is a tension in the air, something that feels like the calm before a storm. Smoke curls lazily from chimneys, hinting at the small routines of people waking up, making coffee, and preparing for the day. Yet beneath the peaceful morning, there is a sense that life in Virgin River is about to change. Mel walks along the riverbank, her eyes scanning the horizon. The town has always been her home, her sanctuary. Yet she carries the weight of decisions that could shape not only her future, but the lives of everyone she cares about. The wind tugs gently at her hair, as if reminding her that the past cannot be ignored, no matter how hard she tries. Each step she takes is filled with determination and quiet reflection, and the morning seems to pause for a moment, acknowledging the significance of what is about to unfold. Across town, Jack tends to his daily routines, yet his mind is elsewhere. He glances at the quiet streets, alert to every sound, every movement. The protective nature that has always defined him is sharper now, as if he can sense challenges approaching before they even arrive. There's a weight on his shoulders, a burden he carries silently, and yet in his actions. The town sees strength, reliability, and a man who would do anything to keep those he loves safe. He checks the clinic, makes small gestures to keep things in order, and every action speaks louder than words. The tension of the morning is mirrored in his careful steps, in the way he glances at the horizon, anticipating what the day may bring. Meanwhile, the townspeople begin to emerge from their homes, each with their own worries and hopes. Some greet the morning with cautious optimism, while others carry shadows in their eyes, memories of past struggles and questions that remain unanswered. There's a sense that the life of the town is interconnected, that the choices of one will ripple through the lives of many. Conversations are quiet but loaded with meaning. Small glances exchanged carry the weight of untold stories. In this first morning of Season 7, Virgin River feels alive, not just as a place, but as a character itself, with moods, secrets, and a heartbeat that resonates through every street and home. Nature plays its part too. The river, calm yet endlessly moving, reminds everyone that life in Virgin River continues. No matter the challenges ahead, trees sway gently, birds call to one another, and the wind carries whispers from place to place. Yet even in this serene start, hints of tension emerge. Dark clouds linger on the edges of the sky, and the distant mountains appear more imposing than usual. There is a feeling that what seems peaceful now may soon be tested, that the calm of the morning is preparing the town for events that will change lives, test hearts, and challenge the very bonds that hold Virgin River together. As the sun climbs higher, the town slowly awakens fully. Doors open, shops begin their daily routines, and the familiar hum of Virgin River fills the air. Yet beneath the surface, unseen, the threads of new conflicts, secrets, and relationships begin to weave themselves into the town's fabric. The dawn of this new season is not just about what the characters will face, but how they will confront themselves, their pasts, and the choices that define them. It is a morning of quiet reflection, of small gestures loaded with meaning, and of anticipation for the storm that inevitably lies ahead. In these first moments of Season 7, Virgin River reminds everyone that life is never simple, that love and loss walk hand in hand, and that every heartbeat in the town has a story waiting to be told. And as the river flows endlessly onward, so too does the story of Virgin River, promising a season filled with emotion, suspense, and moments that will stay with viewers long after the sun sets on this quiet morning. The calm of Virgin River's morning begins to give way to a subtle unease. Shadows stretch across the town as clouds drift low over the river, casting a dim gray light that hints at uncertainty. The usual sounds of the town birds chirping, the distant hum of engines, the faint murmur of conversations feel heavier now, almost as if every sound carries a warning. People go about their routines, But there is an unspoken tension in the air. A mailbox rattles with a sudden gust of wind, and letters scatter across the sidewalk, hinting at messages that may bring surprises, secrets, or bad news. Even the river, usually a comforting constant, moves with a darker undertone, ripples reflecting clouds that threaten to obscure the sunlight. It feels like Virgin River itself is holding its breath, bracing for what is coming. Mel's day is no longer just about tending to the clinic or helping the townspeople. It has become a balancing act between the past she cannot forget and the future she must face. Every step she takes is careful, measured. Her thoughts swirling with memories that refuse to stay buried. Faces from the past flash in her mind, loved ones lost, friendships tested, moments of heartbreak that still linger. And now, new challenges creep into her life, bringing questions that are harder to answer than any medical emergency she has ever faced. There is a letter she cannot ignore, a message that speaks of change, of decisions that could alter not just her own path, but the delicate balance of the town she calls home. She pauses on the bridge over the river, looking out at the flowing water, and the weight of what's ahead presses on her chest like the pull of the current beneath. Jack senses the shift in the town almost instinctively. He moves through Virgin River with the practiced vigilance of someone who knows that danger can emerge quietly and without warning. Every glance over his shoulder, every cautious step, reflects the protective nature that defines him. The familiar streets that once offered comfort now feel like a map of potential threats. Small details catch his attention, the way the wind rustles the leaves, a shadow that lingers too long, a door that closes with a sudden echo. The people of Virgin River notice his heightened awareness, his silent readiness, and they find reassurance in his presence, even as they themselves feel a ripple of unease. Jack knows that love and loyalty are tested not only by the storms of life, but by the hidden tensions that creep into every corner of the town. Meanwhile, the town begins to reveal the cracks in its seemingly perfect facade. In the cafe, conversations that start as casual greetings carry an undercurrent of worry. A glance exchanged between two longtime friends hints at rumors that have traveled faster than the river itself. The small general store, usually a place of routine, becomes a crossroads of uncertainty as neighbors discuss news that has arrived unexpectedly. Each interaction, though simple on the surface, carries layers of meaning, signaling that Virgin River is no longer the quiet refuge it once seemed. Tensions that were dormant are beginning to surface, and every familiar smile now has the potential to hide a secret. Every friendly gesture a hint of conflict. The natural beauty of Virgin River continues to juxtapose the growing tension, reminding viewers that even the most peaceful places can harbor challenges. The river sparkles briefly as the sun fights through the clouds, yet beneath its surface, currents twist and turn unpredictably. Trees sway with restless energy, and the distant mountains seem more imposing than before, silent witnesses to the events that are about to unfold. The very air feels charged, carrying whispers of conflicts and choices that will soon touch every resident. Virgin River, as ever, is alive, reacting to the emotions, fears, and desires of its people. In these quiet, tense hours, the town prepares itself for a season that promises both love and heartbreak, loyalty and betrayal. Moments that will test the strength of every relationship and reveal truths that have long been hidden. By mid-morning, the tension is undeniable. Small events, a misplaced item, a sudden knock at the door, a phone call from an unknown number serve as subtle reminders that life in Virgin River is never predictable. Even the most mundane tasks are touched by the weight of uncertainty, and the characters move forward with caution, aware that the town they thought they knew may now challenge them in ways they never imagined. Every heartbeat in Virgin River carries the echo of the past and the anticipation of what is to come. The quiet unease grows into a palpable presence, enveloping the town and its people, setting the stage for a season where every choice matters, and every secret has the power to change lives. As the day progresses, the tension in Virgin River escalates in ways that are impossible to ignore. The town that once seemed calm and familiar now carries a weight, a sense that nothing will be the same again. Dark clouds roll slowly across the sky, reflecting in the river like a warning. The sunlight that had tried to pierce the morning fog now fights a losing battle, leaving streets, alleys, and hidden corners bathed in shadow. Even the usual sounds, the laughter of children, the chatter in the cafe, the hum of the post office seem muted, as though the town itself is holding its breath. There is a feeling that change is coming fast, and everyone in Virgin